my esthetician and friend introduced me to Tashina Anderson, and she's ranted and raved about how much she's been able to make and save and build, and the excitement in it kind of guilted me. It guilted me because I've had dialogue with friends and family that are familiar with trading, familiar with money management, and have done it personally. And I knew that I was running out of time, and I just kept putting it off. But I'm so excited that I finally did take an action.
Yeah, that's a good point because I feel like that was me. And I feel like that is a lot of, especially women who are extremely like driven towards their careers, is that we're so driven towards the career and having the success in that area that we might put our finances like to the backside a little bit. Do you find that to be the case as well?
Absolutely, because generally I don't view myself as having to worry about finance. I've figured out how to earn money and never really took the time to think about how to grow what I've earned.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a lot of us, right? And it really, I think it stems back to like we're all just trying to make it first, right? You're trying to make it. We're like the first generations that are doing better than the generations before. And it's like it's hard enough just trying to make it, but then also trying to learn the complicated concepts of like finances can be difficult. I'm glad we had this time together. We just spent 5 days together. So, being as though you are the driven professional woman, like what did you think of spending 5 days with me and going over these new concepts?
The first piece is accountability. I also am a business coach, and I tell everyone the number one way to ensure that you accomplish your goals is to set accountability. Having those preset times, even if it was me waiting until the last 15 minutes before our appointment to make sure I did what I said I was going to do the day before, I got a lot accomplished.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really proud of you. And you did. You got a lot accomplished. We went through a whole lot when it came to your portfolio and just understanding everything. So how do you feel about the future? I think that's my last question. Like, we know that we still got some time left in us, right? So how do you feel about the future with what you've learned through investing? We've also learned trading. How are you feeling about like managing your money, managing your portfolio, managing your investments for the future?
I'm very excited and very eager. I know that the first thing I have to do is to hard set myself to brakes and not believe that I'm running out of time and try too hard to jump in. I know one of the presets that you suggested was that I practiced for about 3 or 4 months. Last night, I'm like, well, I wonder if I practice more often, more hours in a day, can I speed that up to 3 or 4 weeks? But
Yeah.
I have to tell myself that not sooner than 2 months to start. But I'm very eager. I feel very much more educated. Even it's just miraculous from even the beginning of today's session to the end that I was looking at the charts and I'm opening it up and I'm trying to see what I can figure out on my own. And I felt clueless, which also made me feel defeated because honestly, it's not been a many things that I've been able not been able to look at and figure out a pattern and figure it out on my own. But looking at it now and being able to say, oh, that's the time and this and so many things click so quickly. So I'm eager to practice and excited about the potential to earn more and have my money grow. And especially with these rough political times, to
Yeah.
be able to at least have some trust in something that I know they won't touch because it's their money too.
Right, exactly. That's what I love about the stock market because, one of the things we know is that they don't want their money to go to zero and they're in this game more than we're in this game. And so, you have this extra layer of confidence knowing that, listen, if they go to zero, if I go to zero, they go to zero too. So I feel you on that. So I, I had a pleasure working with you. I always love, especially helping women that, they're busy already and just trying to figure out a way to simplify it. Hopefully, you felt like I did a great job of making it simple for you to understand. And the exciting part about this, as I always say, is that the journey starts here. So that it's not like this is where we part ways. Our friendship, our relationship is just starting. So we get to work together and move forward. And I'm always here to answer any of your questions. I
I
really enjoy.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
also did not make any of my questions seem like they were stupid or silly or too small.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate that.